It's Thursday Night Throwdown, Catchweight Championship action on deck. It's your host, Arachnid Soul. Let's lay out for the intro of Mitsuharu Misawa. January 4th at the Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view, which is now available, by the way, in the Throwdown library playlist. It was in the main event that we saw the man making his way towards the ring right now, Mitsuharu Misawa, have probably the best match in Throwdown history. It was for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It was against Kenta Kobashi. The winner of this match advances to the finals, June 21st at Dominion. The winner of that match takes on Kobashi. Can Mitsuharu Misawa get the rematch? Takeshi Morishima defeated Yoshinari Ogawa in round number 1. He defeated Shinjiro Otani in round number 2. Undefeated in singles action in Throwdown competition is this man. Teacher versus student. Morishima versus Misawa. It is coming up momentarily. Stay with us. You do not want to miss this one. You hear? Wait a minute, Mitsuharu Misawa early on. With that elbow shiver, you heard that opening bell. The man in green, Misawa, off the top with a frog splash. Lateral press that time, only gets a 1 count. This will be the final tournament match you will see on Thursday Night Throwdown. Mitsuharu Misawa, once again the man in the green, white, and silver. The man in all black is Takeshi Morishima. Wait a minute. Once again, Morishima gets that right shoulder up off the canvas. You see the graphic on the screen. It's our next pay-per-view spectacular. It's June 21st. We will run down that full event for you a little bit later on. Corkscrew, belly-to-back suplex that time from Misawa. We told you earlier on that Takeshi Morishima had to already go through both Yoshinari Ogawa and Shinjiro Otani to advance to the semi-final match. Spinning toe hold that time from the man in green, Mitsuharu Misawa. Butterfly lock, throws his man away and breaks the hold. Misawa now transitions into the reverse triangle choke, the figure 4 head scissors. When we talk about the path of Misawa in this tournament, he had to first go through the now injured Manabu Nakanishi and then Yuji Nagata. Wait a minute, full head of steam. No, Misawa puts the brakes on. I believe that might have been a mistake there. Misawa catching that enziguri. We know that Misawa likes to go tope suicida, the suicide dive. He likes to always use that elbow as well, the elbow suicida. It was a backdrop driver attempt that time from Morishima, countered by the man in green, Mitsuharu Misawa. That is Morishima's bread and butter. Wait a minute, there it is, that sick, disgusting, paralyzing elbow suicida from Mitsuharu Misawa. Misawa floats through that brainbuster attempt, catches his man once again. Another corkscrew belly-to-back suplex, that time executed outside the ring on the concrete. Mitsuharu Misawa, a man who has invented a number of tiger suplex variations. He also brings the sit-out and the kneeling tiger driver. Sometimes we see Takeshi Morishima go for the backdrop driver. There was a Gamengiri. Shades of Toshiaki Kawada, a man who's had a number of battles with Mitsuharu Misawa. in years past in All Japan Pro Wrestling. And sometimes we will also see Takeshi Morishima use the Amaze Impact. We've seen him use that elevator down, that electric chair drop to finish off Shinjiro Otani and a number of other individuals in Throwdown's past. Takeshi Morishima, in a tag team match, did team up with Naomichi Marufuji. He took on the man in green. Wait a minute, Takeshi Morishima off the top. Patriot Missile, no one home. There's a cover that time, and once again a kick out. It was at the Wrestling Dontaku pay-per-view, which, by the way, is now available in the Throwdown library. At that event, it was Takeshi Morishima teaming up with Naomichi Marufuji. They took on Mitsuharu Misawa and the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kenta Kobashi. That night, it was Kenta Kobashi and Misawa scoring the Duke, getting the pinfall when the world champion hit Naomichi Marufuji with a burning lariat. Irish whip to the far side that time. Lariato, Axe Bomber style. In the corner, Misawa fighting back, looking for elbow shivers. There's another sick Lariato. And Takeshi Morishima now looking to twist off the head of Mitsuharu Misawa like a Japanese bear cap. Let's talk a little bit about the tournament. Let's talk about two individuals who were in the tournament who are now injured. We're going to give you updates on those two individuals. We're going to tell you the backstory of what took place after Throwdown went off the air 2 weeks ago. We will also run down the full pay-per-view card as we see that release Northern Light suplex. All of that information, all of those updates are must-hear, must-see, cannot be missed, and we will bring them to you after the conclusion of this semi-final tournament match. We've talked about it before, the student and teacher relationship reversal, the Irish whip there, and a drop kick. It was Mitsuharu Misawa, along with Akira Taue and a couple of others, back in the All Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo, who not only broke in, not only trained, but also mentored a young Takeshi Morishima. There we see the scoop and the slam. That might be a receipt. Senton bomb. I do not believe that he connected with that, or if he did, it was a glancing blow. Takeshi Morishima fires up. Misawa once again catches the arm, sits out. We've seen this before, into that Fujiwara armbar. You, like I say every week, are watching Thursday Night Throwdown. It's your host, Arachnid Soul, bringing you the best wrestlers, the best wrestling. There you see that Scrap Buster, a modified variation of the move the Monster Abyss calls the Black Hole Slam. Morishima transitions into the Juji Gatami, that move often incorrectly referred to in the States as a cross arm breaker. Wait a minute, he's had this on a minute here. And no, we do not see the tap out. We see the green ring being painted red. That is the blood of Takeshi Morishima. We saw a double leg, and once again the spinning toe hold into the butterfly lock. Takeshi Morishima bringing the power. We're seeing the strikes. We're seeing the hard hits from both of these men. It's just damn painful. That spinning knee bar. And Mitsuharu Misawa now fires up. Here in Japan, let's see if he can capitalize. Both men engage, center ring with the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Drop step there, waist lock, standing switch. Release, German suplex. Look at the fighting spirit. Misawa back up, what is this? Tiger Driver 91. Misawa shoots a half, lateral press, 1, 2, no, it is Takeshi Morishima kicking out this semi-final tournament bout in the catchweight. Emerald Flosion, if he can top him, that'll be it. 1, 2, Mitsuharu Misawa, his advance to the finals of the tournament. Takeshi Morishima back up, wait a minute, Morishima still attacking his mentor. Takes him up, this is the move he beat Otani with. That elevator down, that electric chair drop. drops the leg. Get out of this. We gotta update the fans.
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
It was January 4th at the Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view. It was after the main event that we saw the Mastodon, the man they call Big Van Vader. He came out on the entranceway and then left. He sporadically has made appearances on THROWDOWN since. He was not under contract. We can now tell you, and you saw that vignette a couple of moments ago. Big Van Vader, the Mastodon, has signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's signed to be a part of THROWDOWN. We will see him June 21st at the Dominion pay-per-view. But in what capacity? He's been talked about for the past 4 months. He makes his debut at Dominion. You see the updated tournament brackets there. You see that at the Dominion pay-per-view, it will be Mitsuharu Misawa taking on Scott Flash Norton. But let's take a look at the rest of this graphic. It's obvious to anyone who's been following this for the past 4 months that the winner of this tournament gets a shot at either the junior heavyweight or heavyweight belt. Well, it's Misawa and Norton. It's 2 heavyweights in the final, which means that down the road, very soon, one of those 2 individuals will get their shot against the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kenta Kobashi. When you look on that graph, you see Takayama and Nakanishi, who were supposed to compete against Scott Flash Norton in the semifinals, have both been injured. Scott Norton automatically gets a bye into the finals. We don't know much about the attack on Takayama and Nakanishi a couple of weeks backstage. One individual who's been holding that information over the head of upper management is an individual you will see also at Dominion as he takes on Jushin Thunder Liger. That individual is El Samurai. El Samurai claims that he saw the attack, and El Samurai also has said that before the Dominion pay-per-view, he will spill the beans. He will let us know who attacked those 2 individuals and who eliminated them from the tournament. But as we turn to that Junior Heavyweight Championship match, June 21st at Dominion, the Blood Feud, a feud 5 months in the making. Jushin Thunder Liger, for the first time, will put his IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line against El Samurai, against a man who hates him, against a man who can't stand him, against a man who about a month and a half ago gave Liger a concussion and put him on the shelf. These 2 individuals will do battle at Dominion. I understand that next week on THROWDOWN, not only will El Samurai spill the beans and let us know who injured those 2 individuals, but we will also find out the stipulations for this junior heavyweight belt. And once again, it is the big one of the night. This tournament has been going since mid-February. 4 months in the making. Who wins the Catchweight Championship tournament? Who goes on to take on Kenta Kobashi with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship on the line? It is a first-time meeting between Scott Flash Norton and Mitsuharu Misawa. I can guarantee you these 2 are going to blow the roof off. You do not want to miss this match. You do not want to miss this pay-per-view, and you do not want to miss what's coming up next week. It's June 21st. However, it's Dominion. It's our big pay-per-view extravaganza of the summer. It's your host, Arachnid Soul, telling you, do not miss it. I understand that Takeshi Morishima and Mitsuharu Misawa are still going at it in the ring. Fans, we are out of time. We will bring you the update on that situation next week. Next week will be the final THROWDOWN event before the Dominion pay-per-view. Once again, it's been your host, Arachnid Soul, intellectual, voracious, and passionate about Thursday Night Throwdown. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, and good night.